Okay, zoom in on that oil. Alright, we're just going to add, that's already used oil, but we're going to add some fresh oil here to the thing. We use vegetable oil. It has a very high smoke point. It would be nice to have some olive oil to add to this. It adds great flavor.
Is that guy bread?
We're making gunjun, yes. We are going to make gunjun, folks. That's what we call it here in my language. Somebody told me it was Chippewa word, but I don't think so. I think it's pure Oneida. My mom always said. We're also having beans with wieners. See, beans with wieners. Real Indian food today. Gunjun and beans and wieners. Okay, so here we go. We need the stainless steel bowl. Stainless steel bowl, folks. We got some nice ice cold water here. And we're going to bust out the flour. And I was just wondering if I could borrow a little bit of baking powder. Zoom in on this label here. Can you zoom in on that label? Baking powder. And it says it's going to Oneida NCB. NCB. Oneida NCB, folks. This is theirs. I don't know how it came into my possession. I went and asked the neighbors for some baking powder. Are you filming or what?
Yeah, I'm filming.
Well, you can't film down there. I'm here.
Yeah, I know. I'm filming
This stuff is here. Folks, where was I now? I don't know where that came from. But anyway, we don't measure stuff here. We just dump stuff in. Here's enough flour. Get in there and see that flour, George. You gotta get right in there and see the flour. Okay, now we need the baking powder. We got the oil on here at about that temperature, about just over halfway. Here is the baking powder, folks. I went and asked to borrow some, and they gave me this whole box and said keep it. I don't know how they got it, but I can't tell you who that was. I don't want to get nobody in trouble. We got to open this up. When you're cooking fried bread, you need a dry spoon, so we just dry this off real quick, folks. And you just kind of guesstimate. Now, I usually do a good like that, and maybe another one like that, and just a touch smidgen more. There we go, a touch smidgen more. We're going to try to make this all within under 10 minutes and have bread be eating bread within 10 minutes, folks. Okay, so we want to go like this. We got ice cubes in the water because it's cold. Sometimes I even cool down the flour. You just want to mix that up real good. We got rock salt here, folks, so it's not going to dissolve too well in the flour. So we're just going to just put it in the water. A little bit of sea salt it is. I cook with sea salt. We got some major salts. I'm using a normal frying pan. Some people swear by the cast iron, but I think there's a guy up in Cape Croker who swears by the cast iron. Look at this salt, folks. Nice and pink. There's smoked salt. I don't even know why I got that out, actually. But anyways, we're going to continue here. We're going to give the salt water a bit of a stir. We're going to move this pitcher out of the way. And we're going to put the ice cubes back in the fridge, folks and ladies. Okay, so we got this dissolving. Now this is no measurement either. We just got dry ingredients and wet ingredients. And we're going to go like this and add the water. Probably most of it. I normally know how much to add, so we'll just leave a little bit of water. And we're going to zoom in on this and get right in there. You don't want to play with it too much. In fact, the guy up in Cape Coker, my brother Bill there, he swears by the... and you want to add water before you mix it up too much. He swears by the cast iron, I think. Some people call this bannock, some people call it scone. You just want to bring this all together into a form where it's just kind of doughy. I don't know if you guys are familiar with making pasta dough or pizza dough or any kind of bread dough. It's kind of no different texture. And there it is, folks. That is pretty well ready to go. Some people make wheels. And that guy up in Cape Croker, way up north it is too, way up north. He has a cast iron tree in his kitchen with, want to put the flour down. Now to get thick bread, you want to keep it thick. And you just want to give it a couple folds over like this. This is what my mother used to do. A couple folds over. Uh-oh, getting flour all over the place. You know, you just want to just, I don't know. I don't even know what this is actual netting or what. But you don't want to play with it too much, folks, because it will harden up on you. You just want to spin this around, get a nice good shape out of it. And you just want to pat it down. Just get it nice and kind of flat. Now, sorry, son. You just want to knead it a bit with your knuckles. Hopefully I get this done under 10 minutes, because nobody wants to watch a little stupid video that's longer than 10 minutes. Now, you never cut gungin except for during this process right here. Gungin is never to be cut. I forget what the story is. You're cutting the heart out of the person that cooked it, or you're cutting something. So you never use a knife to cut your gungin. We got the big chef knife here. Now we just want to cut this up into pieces here, like so. And you just want to go like that and like this. And you just want to powder the edges, folks. And we just want to just bust off a piece and just drop it in the oil to make sure how the oil is. The oil is coming along just nice. We must just continue cutting these up into pieces. Just odd shapes, folks. And when you're flipping the gungin around in the oil, you never want to poke it with a fork. I always see people poking their gungin with a fork. You just let in all the nasty oils right into the bread. You want to turn it with forks, and you want to pick it out of there with a pair of tongs, folks. So powder all these edges. This is the bread, folks, right there before cooking. There it is right there. And the mess is easy to clean up, so we're just going to do that right now while the oil is heating. Actually, folks, we're just going to drop the first one in. Usually the first 2 or 3 don't really turn out. The oil looks like, yeah, the oil looks like it's ready to go, so I might put in another one here. We did fry something else in this oil, so it's a little dark, but it's still good. A good oil to use is peanut oil. Peanut oil has the highest smoke point, folks. Vegetable oil is more healthy. Olive oil, no, that rocks. That's the best oil in the world. It's good for all kinds of things, man. But anyways, we got this dough scraper here that we just clean up the mess with really quick. Dough scraper, dough cutter, whatever it's called. Just gonna move all this back. And put this in the sink over here, folks. Flush that down into the garbage. Okay, set that over there. Give my hands a quick rinse. Okay, rinse off the hands, yes. That wasn't tucked in there. 10 minutes, we're trying to get a meal into us here. Well, not a meal, we're just cooking gungin in 10 minutes. So we want a bowl up here. We want a paper towel. Oh, we have no paper towel. Oh, yes, we do. 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 And the bread is frying nice. We haven't forgotten about it over here. These are going to be some big breads, actually. You can tell already this is going to be a perfect recipe. We got 2 forks for turning the bread, folks. And as you can see, you don't need cast iron. As I said, some folks swear by the cast iron. I don't mind cast iron. I like blackening fish in the cast iron. Now, I've tried gungin all kinds of ways. I've tried to make it into focaccia bread with chunks of olives and pepper and tomatoes on top, where you can bake them in the oven or fry them like this. Focaccia style. What else have I done with that? Oh, put stuff right in there like cheese. It's kind of hard to do, but yeah, cheese in there, folks. Oh, look at that bread. Nice. That is sort of good. It is very, very, very good. Okay. Yeah, Cape Croker is way, way, way up north. I bet you they got 400 feet of snow up there. That's where I might be moving though, so cool. No, it's not way up north, folks. You know where Cape Croker is. It's over there on the Bruce Peninsula. It's on the south side of Georgian Bay. It's up there by Port Hope, Wyerton area. Anyways, yeah, that's my brother Bill. He's a pretty cool guy. He makes guns. You guys got to see the thickness of this bread here. Maybe I put in a little bit of too much baking powder, but you should be able to taste it. If you taste baking powder in your bread after you put too much in, and you know better the next time. I don't know. There is no really set recipe really for this, but now we need tongs. So here we go. The bread is ready to come out soon. You don't want no water coming off the thongs, off the tongs, folks. And we're just going to continue turning these breads. You don't poke a fork into your bread. You don't poke a fork into the bread. We just turned it up ever so slightly. And while we're waiting for this, I'm also just chop up the wieners and stuff. Wipe off that knife, and we're going to get out a pot. We're having real Indian meal. Beans and wieners and gunjun. Or did I already say that once? I think I already said that once. So here we go. Don't let me forget about the bread. The worst thing you do is forget about the bread. But that bread after it's cooked, you keep it fresh. Even after it goes fresh, you chop it up and you put it in soups and stuff as a sort of like a already fried dumpling. Or you can refry them again in a frying pan and use them as croutons in any salad. Excellent croutons. See, when I open up a restaurant, or when my brother Bill decides to get on board with the chip wagon, we got to wait till he heals first though. Okay, so we're going to flip these breads one more time. These ones at the back. Oh yeah, they're getting nice color. Nice color. And the oil's not overflowing. We got the perfect heat here. Perfect heat. Like, look at that. That's exactly the bubbles you want to see when you're making the bread, folks. And we're just going to dump these beans. I wish they were in molasses rather than tomato sauce. Beans and molasses is a lot better. And we're just going to pop those in there. Here we go. Do you know what minutes we're running on right there?
12.
12? Shitty. Shoot. We'll have to edit that out. We're just going to turn the breads. Once they're browned on both sides, you just want to make a consistent browning on all sides. And sometimes the edge doesn't quite get cooked, so you got to flip it up on end. Never poke it with the fork, folks. Just hold it there. Sometimes you got to lean it against the edge or lean it against another piece of bread. It will stay there just like that. We already got steam rocking off of this thing. And we still haven't even got the wieners chopped up. So we're going to grab the wieners. We're going to set those right there. They're frozen. You can do this right from the frozen state. We're just going to go like that. Make another one right there like that. And then we're just going to go down. And we're going to save some for lunch tomorrow. In case somebody wants some hot dogs tomorrow. But we're going to take this amount right here. And we're just going to go with my nice big knife, eh? It's not overcompensating for anything either, folks. I just own a big knife because I am a cook. And this knife cost about $200. And it's very sharp, as you can see. You definitely don't want to get your finger under this damn thing. These are frozen solid. This knife costs, about 200 bucks. And brought some other littler ones, a boating knife and everything. Because, folks, I am a cook. So there, you just want to drop those right into the beans. Right into the beans. And we're just going to give that a little bit of a stir here. Flip over here. Yeah, never mind all the yellow stuff, folks, in my kitchen. I do like yellow. Just pan around and check out all the yellow stuff in the kitchen. Yellow everywhere. Yellow. Oh, you name it, yellow. And it all started out with the curtains and then the lamp thing up there on the ceiling. And we are flipping breads here. I forgot about that. Okay, folks, here it is. Finished products. Uh-oh, dropped my fork. I mean, fork you, fork me. Fork, folks, is the word I was saying there. Fork. Fork. Not Austin Powers' little honeys there. Okay, one more into the oil we go. I think we still got some good height on there. Let's move that over. See, cooks can use their fingers, eh? Because we can just get used to it. Hopefully it doesn't overflow. If we do, you're going to see a video of a fire. Yes. Watch how a native guy puts out a fire after making gunjun and it overflows. We're just going to stir this up, turn it down. Is that the back door ringing? Okay, folks, here's our third piece of gunjun coming out. Check out that, folks. Now that is gunjun. Yes, that is gunjun, folks. Yeah, I already told her no. Now run in here. Okay, folks, we got gunjun frying. We got beans and wieners cooking. Oh, nice. Yeah, yellow and red in the kitchen, folks. Yellow and red. Now, what we want to do is keep the steam in. Turn that down. Leave your lids and pots and pans upside down. That way you won't have to wash them. Why do they always get so dirty every time down there? And then nothing even goes down there. I gotta wash these lids every time I use it. Here, I'm just saying, yeah, keep them upside down, folks. That way you don't have to wash them every time you use them. And of course, what do I have to do? Gotta wash it every time I use it. Don't buy glass lids, folks. There's a seam in there. There's all kinds of oil and gunk, and you gotta use Q-tips to clean it out. Don't buy the glass lids. Fill up that so we don't have problems scrubbing it out later. It's all about mise en place. Gotta have your shit together before you cook. All your ingredients together. And folks, I think you see the concept of the bread. Let's shut her down. Alright. Okay, folks, we are done cooking. We did that meal in about 15 minutes. It's pretty good stuff, actually. We're just going to slide on over here. And we got some piece of gunjun, beans and wieners, a little bit of lemonade. And there's the gunjun there, folks. Yep, that's how you make gunjun anyways. So if you ever want me to make you some. If I feel in the mood, I might. Anyways, folks, I'm going to enjoy my meal and have a good day.